Hey y'all, it's Ashley. I just wanted to give you another update. As you can tell from the title, I am back on cycle day one, and I'm really not feeling good today. I just went to the grocery store and I feel totally wiped out from a tiny grocery store trip. And had Dave not been with me, I probably would have forgotten half of the things on my list on my phone in front of me. It was just that scatterbrained and awful. But so that's why we're kind of doing the hold the phone and not set it up. I'm just really not feeling like it today. So, but I hope that you don't mind. And I just wanted to give an update and see, kind of let everybody know where we were. It seems like the Clomid and the metformin together are working. Um, we didn't end up pregnant, but I did ovulate and I got my first positive OPK last month, so that's really exciting. So it seems like we found the right combination with the 50 milligram Clomid and the 1500 milligram metformin, so I am staying on all of that. And I had been on a system called Thrive. Um, it's one of those kind of like Advocare or one of those systems. But in the past week or two, I've actually decided to get off of that. And so I'm taking a regular prenatal vitamin again and trying to get all that started. This last month, I believe, had my first, or what I knew of was my first ovarian cyst rupture, I guess it was. Um, a couple days before I ovulated, at night, I had really, really bad pains, and I wasn't due to ovulate for a couple more days, according to Fertility Friend after the fact. And I just had a lot of pain, and I curled in the fetal position in bed for like a good 2 hours. Went to bed at like 8 o'clock because I just didn't want to be awake. Um, it was a pretty rough night. And I've never had a cyst rupture that I know of. So that's the only thing that I can think of that it would have been. Um, so that was a little unpleasant, to say the least. But at least the metformin and Clomid cycles seem to be working for me. I thought our timing was pretty okay, but I guess it wasn't. We're just going to try again for this month. I allowed myself to have one sad day, a cycle with this, and the last time, my first month on Clomid, it was definitely like cycle day one or the day I first started spotting, and I just knew that that cycle did not work for us. And this time I had my sad day a couple days early, actually. I was still on um, probably about 9 or 10 days post ovulation. So I mean, I still had a chance that I could have been pregnant, but my temp had a slight drop, and I started getting cramps, and something just told me that this month didn't work. And so I had my sad day, and then now I'm not sad, but I'm numb. I'm just kind of counting the days until I can start the third month of Clomid, and hopefully this one will be the one that works for us. I only have one more refill of this prescription before I have to go back to my doctor, and he wants to reevaluate and possibly do, and I don't know what you call it, the water ultrasound where they fill you with water and they do the ultrasound to check out and make sure that none of your tubes are blocked or that your uterus is in a weird shape and all that kind of fun stuff, which I have heard is not the most pleasant experience, so I'm not really looking forward to that if I have to do that. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So I am moving on to month 3, and we are positive, and the medicine is doing what it needs to do, so we just need to keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. I will put in a picture of my chart and what my temps did here. So you can see that it actually was it looks like it was a pretty successful cycle as far as all that went. It had the, I get a doggy face. It was a pretty successful cycle. It did what it was supposed to do, and hopefully this next month will be our month. So thank you guys for watching and for all of the positive comments that you've made. It really, really makes me feel a ton better when I hear people say, "Oh, that's the combination that worked for me," and to hear other people's success stories, because I mean, it makes me feel like maybe we're on the right track. So here's hoping, and I guess I will talk to you when I have a little more to say. We'll see you, I guess, about mid-month, hopefully, for an ovulation update. Thanks. Bye. This goofy dog. Shadow. Shadow. Shadow gives good hugs.